Oops, daisy. Sorry about that, folks. I had the camera the wrong way around. Tomatoes in hanging baskets. This was my issue a couple of days ago, and I asked for some advice, and people were very kind. They helped. I can't remember everybody who helped, but the first person who did mention water as an issue was a lovely lady who goes by the name of Niffer58, Niffer 58. A lovely channel. So Niffer, you've been very quiet recently too, so hopefully things are alright. She suggested that it was a water issue. I had suggested it wasn't because I was keeping them watered but not overwatering. However, she said that it looked to her as if it was either too much or too little, and she was right. And I'll tell you why she was right, because when I thought about it, I remembered that in order to conserve water, I put this black plastic on the bottom of each of the hangers. And what that was, my idea there was, it's only about an inch or two up. It was to give a small reservoir of water at the bottom so they wouldn't dry out completely. But it kind of backfired because the roots have grown down, and I reckon the roots grew down into the compost, and they're sitting in water down here now. So what I did there now was I went and took these ones apart, and look, Niffer was exactly right. So 10 out of 10, look at that. That's almost rotting. It's so wet. So I've been actually holding water in a reservoir at the bottom. So what I did was I cut all the bad stuff off, and we'll try and give them another go. The weather's actually helping a little today. It's quite warm today, which is nice. Look, that's not plastic. That is rot on the bottom of the basket. So I'll give these very little water now. I'll let them almost dry out, I suppose, and see how we get on. That one's actually not as bad as the others, but it's still the coir, or no, what is that stuff? It's a coconut fibre. Coconut fibre. It's rotting on those four, or those three, so I'm assuming it's happened in this one. So as you can see, I've taken all the bad stuff off, and I'll do the same here as well. I actually was able, there's a couple of little tomatoes. I'll eat those in a minute, because they're quite tasty. They're nice, so they'll not go to waste. But as I say, I'll pull all this bad stuff out, and we'll see if they can get another go, and we'll try to resurrect them, I suppose. So there you are, folks. That's maybe a problem solved. So thank you, Niffer58, and thank you everyone else who suggested water, because you were absolutely spot on. I'll just go outside here for a second and show you here. There's the day it is. It's sort of mostly cloudy, but the sun is trying to break through, and it's almost dry enough for me to cut my grass, so I'm going to cut the grass today. It really does need done, and it's like everything else, the longer you leave it, the harder it is. So I'll do that today. So there you are, folks. All the best now. Bye bye.